Hey, what's going on, everybody? Back with another episode of TPS-TV. And yeah, decided, you know what, a couple weeks ago I watched Zombieland Double Tap, and I thought, let's talk about it, let's get into it, let's do the review. So, picks up, I guess it's in real time, I guess 10 years between movies is 10 years later, I'm assuming. But, yeah, so anyways, our follower, the people we're following, Columbus, Tallahassee, Little Rock, and Wichita, they have moved into the White House, as you saw in the trailer. And they've just kind of set up life for themselves there, which everybody's kind of happy with. Well, I guess I would say everybody. Half of them are happy with it. Columbus, he's kind of fallen into the routine of being kind of like a married guy with Wichita. And then, of course, Tallahassee just kind of has this family, and he's kind of really, him and Little Rock have that father-daughter type, relationship. However, Little Rock's getting older, and she kind of wants to be with people her own age, possibly get a boyfriend, something like that, and she realizes that just the three of them, or the four of them in this house ain't going to work out. And Wichita's kind of unhappy as well, because now she's kind of feeling the same, stuck into the same, little box, if you will, with Columbus. So once it's starting to getting a little too serious, I guess, for her, she's kind of, against it. However, without going into too much detail, just kind of giving you guys what's in the trailer there, the basic plot is Little Rock makes a run for it, and the other three are just trying to find her. And of course, it takes them, across the, well, I guess not across the country, but across the half of it. So anyways, let's get into the thing. I will say this, I really liked this movie. Thought it was really funny. Definitely holds up. They did really good. It's not nearly as good as the first one, but with most comedy sequels, and I mean, let's face it, this is more in the comedy realm than the horror realm, but it is what it is. But it's, like most comedy sequels, it's kind of hard to live up to the first one. But with that said, I think this was a really solid entry. A lot of callbacks to the first one, but there's a lot of original jokes as well. I think that's always kind of the biggest problem I have with any kind of sequel, comedy or otherwise, is when the sequel is just pretty much nothing but like referencing the first film. And I think they do a pretty good job here of doing, their own thing as well, without just going, hey, remember we was in another movie you guys all liked. We get some original jokes as well. We get a nice, new cast thrown in there as well. We get Madison, who is kind of this ditzy girl that they kind of come across in a mall, and she kind of winds up being Columbus's love interest, because Columbus and Wichita kind of have they split, which once again you see this in the trailer, so I might spoil anything for you. But once again, she's just really ditzy and everything. But she definitely adds a different dynamic to the group, and that's what I think I like about most of these new characters, is they kind of add some freshness to the already great group that we have. You get, and I forget their names, because everybody has city names. I can't remember. But Luke Wilson and the guy from Verizon commercials, what's his name? Like Tom Middleditch or some shit like that? We're going to call him Verizon guy. Anyways, they come in almost like carbon copy clones of Tallahassee and Columbus. And really, I don't want to say too much. I guess I'll just give a thing right now. There are slight spoilers throughout. So you guys got my review. I like this movie. So at this point, spoiler alert. Anyways, my only complaint with the Luke Wilson and the Verizon guy is they're not in it that long. Like, I was really hoping like they were going to tag along for a good majority of this film, and really they're not in it as much as I would have liked, because I really thought the dynamic between the two, because Tallahassee and Luke Wilson are kind of at it.
I don't like you at all.
Whereas Columbus and the other guy, why can't I remember his name? Anyways, they kind of click because they're just so likable, and they don't want to, have any kind of confrontation in their life. So I mean, they gel pretty good, and it's like the similarities. Whereas we all know Columbus has his rules, which throughout the movies you see the rules pop up. This guy has his commandments he lives by, and of course it's just really funny seeing these guys play off each other. And then then I guess Berkeley's another character, which once again, that camera's like slipping or something. Let me get up here and hey, all one take. We're live, folks. I was noticing the wall was getting bigger behind me, or the camera was shifting on me. Fixed it. Anyways, son of a bitch. Is this like a poltergeist in the house? Is that what's going on? I'm willing to think there's a ghost in the house. That's what I'm gonna say. Never have this issue any other time. All right, I'm leaving that shit in. I don't give a fuck. So, anyways, Berkeley, of course, he's the guy that he's kind of a hippie douchebag type guy, and he literally shows up kind of. He's on the road when he comes across Little Rock, and of course she kind of falls for him. But the guy's just a bit of a tool. Like, he's constantly like referencing and playing on his guitar like Leonard Skinner or Bob Dylan. And of course, Little Rock being so young, she doesn't quite know who these people are. So he's just like, oh yeah, I wrote these songs. Like, he's that guy. And of course, they don't have much interaction until the end. Obviously, when obviously they catch up with him, but. Just from the gate, whenever Tallahassee hears that Berkeley is a pacifist and more on the hippie side of things, he just automatically does not like him, which I think is just hilarious. But the other character that I will say I was kind of shocked didn't make much of an impact was Rosario Dawson as Reno. And I love Rosario Dawson anyway. Like, I'm a huge fan of hers. But here, and it's not the fact that she don't get much screen time. She's in the movie quite a bit. It's just, I don't know. She didn't really stand out like the other characters did. Like, I don't know. And I'm not sure, what to contribute that to. If that's just the writing or what. Because anything she's ever been in, like, she's great. So it's not like it's a lack of screen presence. I mean, wherever she's on the screen, you're like, oh shit, Rosario Dawson, awesome. But for some reason in this movie, it's just kind of like, she doesn't really make that impact I was hoping for. But she comes in, of course, you find out that she's not really dating, but she's with Luke Wilson's character, but she's also with Woody Harrelson. So we get this kind of like love triangle there for a minute, and it's really good stuff. The other thing in this movie I really like is that there's a lot of Elvis in this film. Whenever they leave the White House, they head to Graceland. And, of course, Woody Harrelson, Tallahassee is a huge Elvis fan. And it turns out so is Reno. And that's where they meet. So it's just kind of this cool, like, you see, like, this hotel that has all this, like, Elvis merchandise and memorabilia and all that kind of stuff. So, I don't know, it's a different facet to Tallahassee's personality that I really dig. Which, I'll go ahead and jump ahead to, during the credits, not counting the mid-credit scene, and there's also a little post-credit nugget as well, which is incredible. I won't say nothing about it. It's awesome. It's fucking hilarious, but, check it out. However, during the actual credits, like credits that are playing and there's nothing there, like there's no scene, it's just credits, we do get a rendition of Burning Love by Woody Harrelson, which is fucking incredible. So, yeah, good stuff right there. So like I said, this movie overall, really enjoyable. Just don't go into expecting it to be as fresh or funny as the first one, but it's still funny enough that, it's a continuing saga, and that's what I like in my sequels. Not every sequel has to just be its own thing and blow up and be, huge and bring all this kind of, originality to it. But I do like the continuing saga factor in these things. It's the next chapter in the life of these four characters, and it does make you, leave you wanting a third chapter, which I hope we don't have to wait another 10 fucking years for, but whatever. I dug this movie. I thought it was really good. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments section down below. Let me know what you thought of it, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you didn't like it, let me know why, like I said, if you did like it, maybe you like something different than I did, let me know. But yeah, like I said, overall, big thumbs up for this. All the actors did great. The writing was funny, the movie was just good stuff. Yeah, so that's all I got to say. Guys, that's all I got. Until next time.